What's up, Internet? We are here with Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, and I have to tell you, I had to actively think about what I was saying when I said that name. Let's get into this and figure out what this game is, and I'll explain. So, if you've ever heard the name Friends of Mineral Town, and I certainly have, then that first chunk of that name is going to be very, very confusing. If you haven't, that's okay. See, on the Game Boy, there was this fantastic, fantastic game called Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town. And if you don't know Harvest Moon, I've got several reviews of Harvest Moon, and I've played a lot of Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon is a life simulation game where you take over a farm. Now, going back to why this is confusing, this is a remake of said game. But, as you can see, the name doesn't quite match up. And from what I can tell, it's a bit of a whole thing, but the name Harvest Moon is trademarked by the North American distributors of this thing. So the Japanese version actually goes by its original name, and the English version had to get called Story of Seasons because the people who are using the Harvest Moon name are doing like a whole different thing. They look like really bad, cheap phone games. This looks better, but as a huge fan of the previous games, I'm still a little bit hesitant on this. I want to see what they've done to change this game. I know they've done a few things that concern me, a few things that look interesting, but let's hop into this and we'll talk about this and play a couple days, see what we're gonna do. Okay, so we got skin color. I am ridiculously pale, so I should probably just go with as light as possible. We can look like classic Harvest Moon guy, new Harvest Moon guy, and the girls. Now, this actually leads to the first thing that I think is the case with this, and that is it's not just Friends of Mineral Town, but also More Friends of Mineral Town, which was the girl version. And this is a big deal because More Friends of Mineral Town added a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm hoping they added a whole bunch from that into this as well. We'll go with boy number 2, because why not? Apparently there's a whole bunch of costumes available in this game. I know there's already a metric crap ton of DLC. That name Yuto. No, I'm not Yuto. I am not Yuto. I refuse to be called Yuto. Alright, there we go. Birthday. Winter 10. Close enough. Difficulty. Difficulty? What? Okay, normal mode. None of these features from simple mode make the game easier. Offers satisfying challenge. This is a life sim. What? Challenge? What? Start with a lot of gold, sell items for more gold, easier to raise affection with people. Start with 18 turnips in the field. Okay, so it's basically a money and affection modifier plus just a few more plants. We'll go with normal mode. Sell a bunch of pineapples. I know how to make money in this game. I have played literally thousands of hours of the original. Like, for historical reference here, my original copy of Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town, I played so much that I actually racked up over 100 years in-game. And I know that because I got a sort of in-game achievement for it, basically. Now, if you're not familiar with Friends of Mineral Town, but you have a PS1, you might be familiar with Harvest Moon Back to Nature. Mineral Town was basically just a remake of that. Now, I'm going to say this right now, I'm not sure I like these 3D models, and this is great right here. The mayor from the original did not have such a giant hat or giant eyes. And this leads me to another thing I want to actually take a look at, which is how much they've changed in terms of character design, because that might bug me. Because I've got history with these characters. You change stuff, that might not be good. But let's keep going. So, Gramps passed away, unfortunately, and, wow. Serendipity, but so this is actually today the 5-year anniversary of when I had to go to my grandfather's funeral. Wow, that's serendipity. Anyway, we've got a farm we now have, and apparently this is basically 100% just taking the same story from the previous one, kind of. Basically, we went and hung out on a farm one summer when we were kids. We met a girl who seemed to like us. We don't remember who she was. We got to figure out who she was because she's still here. Now, if I remember, in the original, it wasn't actually your grandpa. It was just some guy who owned a farm. And you just hung out with him one day because you wandered onto his farm on vacation. And he just let you hang out there. But I remember chasing a chicken with a stick. Like, I remember there being a snapshot of that. As well as riding a cow. I don't remember falling off a cow, though. Don't fall off cows. Yes, chasing the chicken with the stick. Oh god! Now the chickens are chasing me! If I recall, the fishing was done on the docks on the beach. And I just spilled my drink all over myself. Like a freaking champ. So this is the mysterious girl that we have, to try and identify at some points to make history come full circle and fulfill our destiny as Farmer McFarmington, whatever. But it looks like they've slightly changed up this story. It's not a big thing, but it's interesting that they did change that. I will come back, mysterious girl. I don't even know your name, though. It has been about 20 years. I'm going to raise the audio levels just a scooch, because it does look like it's a bit low. Alright. So it is about 20 years. Hey, we are an actual adult, not a, like, late teenager or whatever. Hard to tell with Japanese games. Alright, so we inherited this farm. Now, we're going to be welcomed as the new resident of Mineral Town. Now I need to... What name would I like? Let's see. Let's see. If I had enough letters, I would have gone with Faffington, but we'll go with Faffy Farm. Now we are going to be running a farm, because we are the greatest farmer of all time. Weird. I don't think they've let us name our dog yet. Because they normally make you do that from the start as well. Maybe you don't get to name your dog in this one. Okay. I will say that this seems to work with... The way your character moves makes me think this is going to be like very grid-based. Like, it's not actually, but... It feels like it's sort of creating a faux analog to it. Doesn't seem to slow you down or anything, which is good, but it does look a bit clunky. No, I've worked on farms. Also, talking to people is how you work on farms, apparently, according to this game. Now, use an item. Okay. I would like to know more about... nothing, really. Like I said, I've played a lot of these games. I know how they work. And if you don't, that's okay. We'll slowly work through this. Well, it's Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. Legally, it can't be called Harvest Moon. And to be fair, Harvest Moon seems to be nothing but games that look like really bad phone games at this point. But yes, and I find that really peculiar. I don't think I mentioned this, but you know, I get that they legally can't call their series Harvest Moon anymore, but it's a remake of an existing Harvest Moon game. I would think that they would still be able to, like, posthumously use the name, since that's what it is, but, yeah. It's a remake of the best Harvest Moon, basically, but I'm a little bit concerned about stuff. Another thing I noticed is that, or I'd like to know, is Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town, the original, had a lot of great crossover with the previous games. Like, you could play soundtrack CDs from... Wow, Zach got a mustache. Nice. Also, he's blonde now, and he doesn't look quite as tan as I remember him being. Also, we have grapes. Okay, so there are slight changes. I remember the tree dropping apples during the summer. I know how to ship things, Zach. Go back to helping York. We don't need you here. Actually, that's not how he spelled his name, but still. Call him Zach, that's what everyone calls him. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like these 3D models all that much. They do look a little... I don't want to write in my journal. Oh, that looks like you can save. That's cool. Okay. Okay, shipping items. Yes, yes, throw stuff in there. Got it. Oh, that's actually cool. You don't have to do it one at a time. That is actually really cool. I do like that. Okay. Let's check our mailbox. Grott's Workshop. Yeah, as I understand it, the Japanese name actually didn't change, which I believe was technically just called Farm Story or something like that. But the English name Harvest Moon was owned by the distribution company, which was, I believe, Natsume. And they're still making Harvest Moon, and they want it to be legally distinct, so they had to call it something else. But still, considering that this is a remake of something existing, changing the actual title to it, it's going to take some time to get used to. I do appreciate the fact that they've seemed to update the music, but again, I'm curious. I'm curious, we need our tools, to see if they actually included any of the classic Harvest Moon tracks that were available by connecting to those less than stellar. Hey, the pedometer. Okay. Pedometer is absolutely useless, but it helps you to raise your affection with a special character, so you should hold on to it. But if you're not going to bother with the pedometer, don't ever grab it. Grab it only if you're going to actually do something with it, and grab it from the start, because it will only do stuff as long as you have it in your inventory, so you might as well start early. Okay, what's the... Ah, that is Y button. Okay. Hey, got the power nut. I believe that is entirely randomized. If it's like the GBA version anyway, it's entirely randomized. Okay, now what I do find peculiar is they don't start you off with any seeds. Every Harvest Moon usually starts you off with one seed pack at least. But we can go to the store, and this will actually let me discover something that's very important to me. As a fan of the original, if they change this, I will be upset. Now, if I recall, the store is here, yeah, right by the tree. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, they completely changed Karen's design. Okay, so here's the deal. Karen is best girl in all of Harvest Moon. She also used to be brunette with blonde bangs, and she also had a completely different character design. I was really worried they were going to change my favorite girl's design, and goddammit, they did. Although, it could have been a lot worse. I don't know, I might have to play this Bachelor style, and I don't like doing that. Oh, she's my favorite. Why'd you change her? Okay. Let's see, I need some... May I just have to talk to you? No, I'm not greeting all my neighbors. I just want seeds, Jeff. Okay. Now, we're gonna sink all of our costs into 4 sets of these bad boys. Okay, there we go. Oh, hey, they actually call it onigiri instead of rice ball. Nice. They've added some extra characters here as well, which I find interesting. I'm curious to see what that's going to be like. As well as apparently clothing options, because again, there are DLC costumes at the very least. Okay. So we're just gonna clear up the area for 4 sets of these, and we'll get to planting. And I think we'll have enough energy for it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Now, I'm curious if they're going to let you walk through crops, because previous Harvest Moons, that was always sort of a point of contention. Because, you know, you plant seeds in a 3x3 square, but you can never get the one in the middle, and that sucks. You also can't plant, like, giant, plots next to each other, because you won't be able to get this stuff in the middle of those either, which sucks. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Bunch of money. Now, to be fair, that did actually happen in the original, except your character just picked up a bag of coins from the ground. He didn't just, you know, explode coins. Okay, I don't need the hammer immediately, so we'll take those. And then we just walk to the middle and go, woo! Because that's how planting stuff works in real life. You just throw it to the wind. To be fair, that's actually how a lot of weeds grow, is just getting lost in the wind because birds eat the berries or whatever. Okay, we need this, but of course we can't just water. We need to actually fill the watering can, so let's do it at the fish pond. Which means we might either be able to fish in that pond or potentially raise fish. That could be interesting. And then if you do really, really, really well at using this stuff, you build up like the tool's experience, and then you can get special ore and upgrade it. See, this game was better than Breath of the Wild from the start, mainly by virtue of the fact that it worked the opposite way. Tools get better with use. And a little bit of blacksmithing. But they didn't break on you, which was good. Yes, I'm tired. I know I'm tired. But I still have to water all my turnips. One. I think I should have just enough. Oh, I got no... Please don't take any extra stamina to do that. Okay, we might be able to do this. Okay. I do appreciate the cherry blossoms. That looks quite nice. Yep, we have just enough. Cool. I shall call it a night. Okay, we've sold nothing. Oh, we did sell something. Oh yeah, we sold grapes. I'm curious. Entertainment. It's Tuesday. It looks like they're using the actual sprites from the Game Boy Advance version to learn how to, cook. I'm really hoping they didn't change the TV shows too much, or at least they didn't get rid of the existing ones. If they just added stuff, that would be cool. Because there were actually some really, really, really good TV shows. I remember there's this, like, weird drama show that I really liked watching. Okay, so this is basically a cheat sheet on how to make better cooking items. B, added extra ingredients. Oh, holy shit. Okay, so in the original, and I'm probably going to say that a whole bunch, but in the original, this thing would teach you how to make all these recipes, but, you know, you had to either write them down yourself or just memorize them. Whereas this one's actually actively telling you, hey, here's some, like, tips and stuff how to actually make stuff. That's cool. Okay, I'm taking a shot here, but I'm guessing this is the Chinese vendor from Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town, who I believe was also a carryover from A Wonderful Life. You had to connect to your GameCube to talk to this guy a whole bunch, and he gave you soundtrack CDs. And eventually a beach house, and I didn't enjoy having to connect to Friends of, or A Wonderful Life, mainly because A Wonderful Life was not that good, I don't think. I believe this is also the guy who sells you pineapples, which are the best way to make any money in this game. Spoilers. But I have played a lot of this game. Okay. So this guy's back. Huh, we only got 2 grapes today. But it's raining, which means we can actually save ourselves some time. So what we're going to do is sell, 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 sell. And that'll give us a few dollary dues. Now, what I would suggest is, since we don't have to water stuff, chicken coop. I remember that's about where you should put your the greenhouse. That's where that goes. But seeing as currently it's raining and it's very early morning, we're not going to go bug our neighbors too much. I'm kind of surprised this is gated off by, like, zones of... Well, they're not load zones, really, but they're sectioned off areas. I'm finding that a little odd. I figured this would be like a single continuous area. That's Gots. That is a completely different character design. I'm not gonna lie, not the biggest fan of these new character designs. Like I said, they messed with Karen, so I'm automatically gonna be angry. This is a whole new area. This is interesting. I think that's a whole new area. And I don't remember there being a tent here. Maybe it's the bug photographer. Okay, so there's a cave in the middle of this lake. You can't get there until the lake freezes over in winter. So it's only available during one chunk of the year. But the reason is because that is where you get really nice ore and stuff and like gems. And you can only really take advantage of that during the winter because all the farming is kind of done. Okay, so we got the up the hill bit area. You only ever come there during the New Year's festival, and if you're like me and played this game for over 100 years, you get a reward for being married for 100 years, and there's something up there you can get. If I recall, I don't want to write in my journal, but I will take this. Oh, okay, so that's the other. If I recall, I gotta boop, do that. It's the Harvest Goddess! Because she's her, obviously. And then she likes when you give her stuff. And I think you get something if you give her enough stuff. So that's the thing you can do. If you're really that inclined to make the Harvest Goddess like you too much. Oh, that's Harris. Wow, really? That's Harris? I remember Harris being a fairly slim guy. I also remember being a mailman and not a police officer, but what do I know? I guess. Alright, well, let's make the rounds and talk to everyone, introduce ourselves. This is Potpourri. She looks basically the same. That's fine. That's her mom. She sells you chickens. This is Rick. He looks nothing like his actual character model. Also, I wanted to punch this guy for the longest time because he wanted to marry Karen. I kind of don't like Rick too much. Also, the N64 version of him, you need to befriend to get a gift to get married, and he was just kind of annoying. It's Gray. If I recall, there's a different version of Harvest Moon. I believe it was Magical Melody that named him Blue. Because, of course. But he's hot-blooded and grumpy. Which means he's basically me. That's Sabara. You'll be talking to this guy a lot to upgrade your tools. I know what that's like, man. Keep going, buddy. It's tough, but it'll get better. You gotta believe that. Alright. Anyway, we've met him. I think there's one or two villagers we won't be able to see yet. This is where a house would be if you spend an absurd sum of money and crafting materials. This is new. Huh. Okay. So we just have like a little vacant lot. That's interesting. There's Anne. She looks basically like I remember her too. Can't complain about that. I just find it weird that they changed Karen's design. I'm annoyed about that. And everyone has mustaches. It's like they didn't know what to do with characters' faces, so just add a mustache. It's fine. And now I'm imagining all the girls with mustaches. That's probably not a good idea. Alright. Free food! Free food is best food because you don't have to pay for it. So let's have a treat. It looks like we're done. That's an omelet. With lots of ketchup on it from the looks of it. It's good, although I can't stomach eggs, so I'm not sure how well this will sit with me. But, yeah. Omelets. Okay. Good food is good. Well, I'm probably gonna go say hi to all of you anyway. Also, you've got a telephone. I need to phone every week in order to buy awesome things for my house. And I think I have to go upstairs. Hold on. Maybe I have to run out of this event. Let's find out. Can I go back up here? Yes. Okay. There she is. Okay, now. Where is... Cat? That looks and sounds like my cat. This one's plotting something. Silly gray cats. They're always plotting something. Okay, so it does look like at least one or two of our villager potential friends are not here right now. Interesting. This is the vineyard. This is where... Who are you? I'm genuinely trying to figure out who you are because I cannot remember you. But, yay, we made a new friend. It's Mana. Oh, right, she's married to Duke. Who, in the N64 games, were Karen's parents. But they changed that up, so now she's the daughter of the store owner. Which is probably for the best, because there were some dark connotations with their relationship to one another. Because Harvest Moon! Dark stuff, sometimes. Okay. Is Duke hanging out in the... Yes. Yeah, he looks about like I remember him. Fair enough. Alright. No, wait, she was married to Gotts. That's right. That's right, but they were both Karen's parents in that game. Now, this is where the mayor lives, I believe. Or not. As you can tell, it's been a while since I played this game. Or the original, rather. And I think he shows up every spring and leaves in the winter or something like that. That's Anna. I believe they are Mary's parents, or Maria's, depending on which version of her name you're thinking of. There's the library, which is run by her. Oh, she's kind of cute. She looks a little different than I remember her being. I'm not sure how I feel about these new character designs, honestly. I'm 50-50 on them so far. And I'm still imagining all the girls with mustaches, because for some reason this game just is in love with giving every character mustaches. Okay, so we now have 3 iterations of her name. First of all, it was Maria, and then it was Mary, spelled with a Y, and now it's Marie, spelled I-E. Interesting. Is something troubling you? She's writing a novel, but we're concerned because we're good people. Anyway, she runs the library, and I think she has a thing for the doctor. There's Ellen. And you, I think in the original, his name was Stu. I think his name was Stu. And there was another kid named Kent, if I recall. Farm's going okay. Just running around talking to people. Marveling at the mustaches. It's locked because it's Tuesday. It's always locked on Tuesday. It's an event. With Ellie. It's a bug. She hates bugs. I don't think she ever complained about it being a sterile environment, though. I will say this game seems to have tightened up the translation from the original, which was good, because there's a metric crap ton of spelling errors in the original. Like, if I recall, they spelled dinner roll R-O-L-E, which is not correct, to say the least. He's going to hide behind me. And we have to bail him out, but we're not going to, because why would I bail out a child who's picking on their sister? You meanie. Yeah, and she hates bugs, and this is a hospital. Or you know, rural farm town equivalent. You shouldn't harass people. And then I made him cry because I'm a bad person. But it's true, you shouldn't harass people. Reprimanded. Still, I think it's interesting that they've added some stuff, like that weird new area in the center of town. I wonder what that's going to be about. I'm genuinely curious. That's Doctor. He's just known as Doctor, I guess. Let's see. We gotta go to the church. Talk to Jeff. What's this? Oh, hey, this is a nice little area. This wasn't here before. There's Karen. Shouldn't have given away bamboo shoots. She loves those. Examine. I don't know what this is, but yay. Actually, Truth Jewel sounds familiar. Oh, cool. You can change the camera angle. That is so pointless because you can't rotate it, but still. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that Truth Jewel, but I'll hold on to it. Hey, Cliff is here. And he is looking rockin'. Kinda got a bit of a mullet thing going on, but he's rocking it. I always liked Cliff's design. If I recall, there was something in the organ as well. Examine window. Examine door. Just saying hi. There, mission complete. We said hi. Candlesticks. Table. Yeah, that's... It's locked. I think we gotta be friends with the pastor to make it through that room. But we can just go this way. And here are all the nature sprites. Basically, these guys let you be really super duper lazy. You make friends with them and they'll do your farm work for you. But the amount they actually do is a little bit inconsistent from what I remember. Excuse me. Blueberry? That wasn't what your name was. Shelves. Hello, Shelves. Sunny. Basically, these are the 7 dwarves, except they're rainbow colored. Aqua. I think that might have actually been his name. I think one of these characters was named Hoggy in the original. Pumpkin! You might be my favorite now, Pumpkin. Just because your name is Pumpkin. So they're all now just effectively named after their colors. Mint. Very delicious, delicious flavor. And I think behind the church you can gather truffles. But I think that's only during autumn. And here's this place. This is where all the town meetings are held. Spring Day's coming. And there's wonderful prizes, so we shouldn't miss out. Garbage bin, so we can get rid of stuff if we need to. There used to be a house here for connecting to a wonderful life. I don't know how that's going to work in this game. It might not. Hey, got one of these. These color-coded... Can I get on that boat? Boat. I can't get on the boat. The color-coded herbs... Pretty much everyone hates them except for the harvest sprites, and they only like the one that corresponds to their color. Don't toss it. I believe he's got a fishing rod. He wants to give it to me. I'll take it. I'll take the fishing rod, Zach. Okay, equip fishing rod. Press the tool button. And sit and wait. If there aren't any fish where you're fishing, no matter how long you wait, you won't get a bite. Try somewhere else. Different fish can be caught depending on where you fish. Guardian class fish, also known as the River Kings, because this was related to the River King series. Truth Jewel. Okay, well, we can't afford that yet. Green pepper seeds. Autumn crop, that does nothing for us. So I'm not seeing any CDs or a record player. That kind of sucks. What's this? Kai's Beach Cafe. Alright. Kai won't show up until summer. Alright. So this game, for the most part, so far seems fairly similar. I mean, it is a remake, so I guess that's to be expected, but it seems to be doing its job right. Still not sure how I feel about all the poppy Hana means flower in Japanese. And there's May. Oh, she's adorable. And that's her grandpa, who we have to talk to get cows. Moogie. I guess we can't order cows today. And he won't let us go upstairs because he's afraid we might find the skeletons in his closet. Actual skeletons, mind you. Alright, well, we've talked to everyone. I guess we'll go work on clearing out the fields for an hour or something like that, because it's about the end of the day. Of course, it being Harvest Moon time management is kind of important. You only have so much time. You gotta figure out what you want to do with it. I do appreciate that you can stack things in your inventory. That's a pleasant change. Now, I think our top priority is getting rid of these weeds because they grow back every single day. So the more we get rid of sooner, the less we have to worry about later. But it's a never-ending battle. Unless, of course, you grow edible grass in your fields, and then they won't grow over top of that. That is the one way to get around it, but then you can't grow anything else because you got edible grass growing, and that kind of sucks. Now, these bigger rocks, we have a hammer. The whole thing about the hammer is to break rocks, but we're not going to be able to do much about that. Huh. So you can't take things out of shipping bin. It does seem like they're prepared to allow you to get stuff after the shipper has come and gone, though. And that's a big change. Harvest Moon was all about get your stuff in the shipping bin before the shipper shows up, or, you know, it's just gone forever. But that doesn't seem to be the case with what I just witnessed, because they did confirm how much money I would make by selling all those little shrubs. So let's go to bed. And we made a little bit of money. Let's watch entertainment. This was the show I liked watching. It's called Swip Swap now, though, which is weird. From what I recall, it was called Aaron Changes, and that's because there was a girl Aaron and a boy Aaron. And it got really, really wordy because of its premise. But I remember the show being really good. Oh, they're now called Adrian because I guess they're French now. Sure, why not? They have the same name. Because they are. And that does get confusing. Congratulations. Premise to your show. I always like this story, though. I kind of appreciate that they're using the old sprite style from the Game Boy Advance for the TV shows. That's a nice little throwback. Okay. What do we have for books? Wait, Goddess Collection? What was that? Hold on, let's go back and read that. What was that? Oh, this is a collection of all the stuff you can make. Okay. Farm points. So our farm is currently worth less than 200 points. I don't know what that actually means, but okay. Okay, so we've got actual achievements. Change outfits, yes please. Oh, snap. Cosmetics. Okay, well, I can't not wear that. I think that's a foregone conclusion. This is the thing I need to wear. The little foal isn't feeling too well and needs extra care, and you're old, so you want me to do it for you. Sure. I will give it a name. I'll give it the best name. For the best horse. I'm gonna name it Agro. Just talk to it and they'll be happy. I'm still weirded out by the fact we don't have a dog yet. I mean, the farm came with the dog. So, I don't know what that's about. Alright. And if we talk to it every day, it basically says, oh, hey, you did a good job, you get to keep it. Don't need to feed pets, but you can give them pet treats. Okay, we should try and get ourselves a brush, then. Eh. I don't know if this is actually like other Harvest Moon, but I'm heavily reminded of... Okay, so it's not. See, Harvest Moon GB, terrible, terrible Harvest Moon game, had you manually shove all your cows outside the barn to get them out. It was the worst. I think he's stuck in the stable until he grows up, which is fine, I guess. I'm not seeing where the wood pile is. That's fodder. I don't need fodder. I need wood. Okay, right. I'm still getting used to this interface a little bit. Time to water some stuff. As the happy harvest sprite we are. In our awesome pink cherry blossom attire. Gonna grab some water. Gonna run over here. Water that, water this. Water that and this and that. Water, water, water. Water that, water that, water this. Gonna water, water, water. All the things do. Hey, we went up a level. Now we can forge it to be better. But the problem is, forging isn't just a matter of going to the place, handing a thing over, and boom, it's better. It takes like a week. So, that would be a week of literally us not being able to water, which, you know, in a game about farming is a bad idea. If you're going to do that for watering, the best time to do that's winter, just because you won't be watering anything. Grab this. Uh-oh. Bag is full. Okay, well, I can't sell the truth jewel. I still am... Oh. I think I'll hold on to that, but... But I'm still not sure what I'm doing with the truth jewel. Sell that. Can I... No, it's not a tool. Can I store that somewhere here? Like... Ah, okay, there we go. I can sit there then. I knew there had to have been a storage place somewhere. Alright, time to go collect some stuff. Mainly, we're going to collect a flower. We're going to collect ourselves a stump. Requires level 2 axe. Spoilers, we don't have one of those. We need to collect ourselves a flower and a bamboo shoot. And if we could get ourselves a brush by the end of today, that would be... Hello, who are you? I kind of like your design. You look like how Karen used to look. Except you're wearing like this weird hat. Opening her soul to positive energies of Mother Nature. I kind of like you. Alright, I think I found who I'm going to... I'm going to pretend I know all these terms, but, I kind of like you. You're interesting. You're new, too. I think she lives in the tent or something. So, you have a tent out in the woods, but you don't sleep in it at night? That's weird. Okay. I kind of like her. To the tent, my Bob. She disappeared because she's magic lady. I just want to talk to you. And give you a flower, because... Here, have flower. I know her well. She likes flowers. Works for me. Easy gifts. Who are you? Brandon? Okay. He's new, too. I don't know who he is. Monkey! Monkey, 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 monkey. I like this. This is good. This is a good, relaxing game. That makes me happy. Now, there were some bamboo shoots around here, considering there's bamboo growing all over the place. That is logic. Oh, I can actually crank it to look upward, so I don't have to... Oh, that's nice. That's a little bit disorienting, but nice. Okay, now... Let's see. We need to buy ourselves a magical mystical brush so that we can make our horse happy. Because you gotta make your horse happy. It's kind of the whole point in having a horse. I'd like a brush. Fodder. Okay, fun story. My copy of the game came with a plushie of this thing. It's a strawberry cow. Fruit cow. There's alpacas now. They look adorable. If you want to play Harvest Moon well, it's usually recommended that you try and get cows pretty early in on it, but at the same time, I don't like having to deal with all that extra stuff, so we're going to not do that for a while. I can't remember the last time I saw him, mainly because he didn't exist prior to this. This is a new character. Oh, so he's the hermit. Interesting. Also, their whole job in this game is to gossip at the town square every day, basically. That's kind of their whole thing. A little birdie told me he has money. I'm jealous of that fact. I do not. I'm more the reality of a artist than this guy. Handsome and rich. It's a shame you're both married. Also, appreciate the fact she used the term ennui. You don't see that word often enough. I wonder if that means there's an actual other character that's coming to town now, because I don't recall her having a daughter in the original. You don't like people gossiping about you. I get it. I'm wearing the eccentric outfit. You're wearing the Mr. Rich Guy outfit. Also, he's JoJo posing at me. I don't know if that makes me like him more or less. Okay, so this guy's definitely an artist. And he's gonna stomp off towards the beach because that's what he does. That is ridiculously out of date, and yet you were proposing it 2 minutes ago. Well, at least it's being progressive and not forcing their children to get married if they don't want now. That's a nice progressive thing for not Harvest Moon to be doing now. He left because he was annoyed at your incessantness. I'd like to go back here, please. I came here for a reason. I can't quite recall what it was. There's a bench. Yep, they're all here in their little plus formation to gossip. That's pretty much what they do. Alright, gonna take these. Oh! Turnips. I have to go back to the mountains because I forgot to do a thing. Also, I don't have a brush yet. I still can't figure out where to get one. I would have thought it would have been at the place where you get pet supplies, but evidently not. Let's try the shopper's market. You, sell me brush. Sell me now. Grass seedling, onigiri. Also, buy this as fast as possible. It will make your life so much easier. Oh, what I wouldn't do to be able to carry more crap. Okay, well, I know Karen pretty well, because I've played Harvest Moon long enough. She likes bamboo shoots, and if you wanted extra points, you could gift wrap it, but that doesn't seem to be an option in this game. That's her favorite thing. And I need to talk to her for extra friendship points. Hello. And away we go. Ooh. The lighting's kind of nice right now. It's got a nice sort of vibrance to it. Appreciate that. Definitely, definitely like that. Okay. So. Sell, sell, sell. Confirm. Gonna keep cleaning up all these weeds. Gotta get rid of all this junk. Do-do-do. Adventures of Harvest Sprite Powers. I'm capable of picking stuff up. Yeah, there's Zach. You can take all of it then. I don't know if it'll count the weeds I tried to ship last night. And if not, that's okay. I just want them gone. If I can use my shipping bin as a garbage can, I will. Because you don't just throw stuff on the ground in this game. People will start hating you if you do that. And that's not a good idea. Like, everyone universally takes away points of how much they like you if you start throwing stuff on the ground. So don't do it. It's a bad idea. Yes, it's convenient. No, you shouldn't do it. Also, you can throw rocks in the pond and you'll be fine. Still no idea where to get a brush. That's going to present issues if you want to make this horse happy. Still, thanks for making good progress cleaning up our little farm-a-mabob. And eventually, it'll be all clear, and then maintaining it will be easy. Hopefully. Although after this I gotta take... See, the thing about the hammer early on is it's kind of pointless, because you can just pick up and throw away rocks into the pond. Whereas with sticks, you couldn't do stuff before. Now you can pick them up, so that's okay. But... you know, the axe is kind of pointless because you can't do anything with the bigger stuff, and the smaller stuff you can kind of just ignore and pick up. And with the hammer, it's the same way. You can't do anything until you upgrade your hammer, really. Let's call it a night. Gonna make a few more golden coin things. Entertainment. Star Lily Heart Snatcher. Oh, we've got anime. I think this was from the girl version of Friends of Mineral Town, if I recall. Because I don't think this is in the English, or the boy version. The version I'm familiar with. Okay. What do we got about weather? Weather's important. Okay. So it's gonna rain tomorrow. That means we've basically got the day off. We can do stuff with that. Hey, we got ourselves some mail. New product at Cybara's Forge. Ah, alright. We gotta go talk to Cybara about that, because we need that. Magical mystical brush. Horse, 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 horse. Get back here. I'm gonna get a brush for you today, buddy. You're gonna get brushed, and it's gonna be awesome. Okay, they actually do have the whistle function. If I recall, the original version actually had two whistles, one on the left trigger, one on the right. And it was specifically for calling your dog and your horse respectively. And if I recall, if you pressed up while you whistled, you could get the attention of every villager in the map chunk you were in, and they'd basically stop for about 10 seconds. It was a neat tool that I didn't use a lot, but it's good to know that it's still here. Gonna water this, gonna water that, and this, and that, and this, and that, and this. I'm curious to see how many costumes are actually, like, in the game as unlockables. Like I said, there's already, like, 5 or 6 as DLC out there for, like, $3 each, which, good luck. But, you know, it'd be cool to see if there were some more ones hidden in the game that you can unlock. That'd be fun. You know, get more Harvest Sprite clothes and stuff. I think Sidebars opens up at 10, so we got some time. So we're gonna sell that. A few more bells. Or this game's equivalent. So you can tell I play a lot of Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing. And they're both life sims, and they're lovely and fantastical. And they make me feel better about myself. Alright, so sticks. What I do find particularly interesting is it seems like stuff that you can forge doesn't actually respawn every day, which is peculiar. I'm used to the stuff showing up every single day without fail, so it needs to take a day to regenerate or something like that. That's a bit weird to me. Just thought I'd talk to you. How you doing? Bamboo shoots! Talking to you. Hello. I'm stuck on you. But that's because your hitbox is too big. Alright. I love this remix of the original music to this game, though. That's quite good. That makes me happy. I'm not seeing a ton that they've done that's new to this game, so if you're going into this, like, expecting an enhanced remake, you're probably not going to get that. Alright, we're going to Sidebars. There's a reason why I turned left. Excuse me. Well, religious folk and all that. No, Cybara! I'm going shopping. Ugh. Oh, it's Thursday. It's closed. That's okay, I guess, then. I mean, it's not, but I'll pretend like it is. I need that brush, damn it. Okie doke. Well, I've already talked to Jennifer. Might as well go talk to Karen. Give people gifts so that they like me. Have Bamboo shoot because I know it's your favorite. See ya. Do you still offer? Unwrapping is free of charge. Oh, I see. You know, I thought that was a joke, but you actually serve to unwrap presents? That's bizarre. I mean, I've got that. I've got 2 hands. Why would I need you to do that? That's peculiar. Oh well. I'm still curious about those gems of truth. Like, that sounds familiar from the original, but I think they were, like, things you could find just by looking at random bits of environment and doing some things, but I don't remember what collecting them actually did. It's a log pile. There should be a beach house here. There isn't, and I'm sad. I earned that. I played a metric crap ton of A Wonderful Life just for that beach house. And the record player. Those were the reasons why I played A Wonderful Life. I'm not the biggest fan of that game, if you can't tell. Well, might as well go to work back on the farm. See if we can clear out more weeds. Okay, sell that. And it's gonna rain tomorrow, which means we got some free time. I'm thinking we might try fishing, just because fishing means that we get more money. Which means we can get a backpack upgrade, which would be fantastic. Although we could also get, like, a chicken. That'd be a good way to make some money, too. But backpack upgrades mean I can forage for more stuff. Although there doesn't seem like a lot of stuff to forage at the moment, so... Honestly, the backpack upgrades might end up being kind of a little bit redundant by the end of it. If there isn't... You just fell asleep, you silly horse. Okay. Well, making a fair bit of progress on this place. I remember the first time I ever played Harvest Moon, I kind of never bothered with the field. I mostly just foraged, and You know, it was good that they let me do that, but you really should take care of your fields early. Because then it's not a problem. If you put it off, that's when it becomes a problem. Okay. Okay. Gonna make myself some extra money. And in doing so, I'm gonna buy myself a backpack. Or rather, a rucksack. I can pick things up at angles. That makes me happy. Although, this does make me think that we will in fact not be able to get to the center of patches of seeds, which... I have seen games actually let us do that. Stardew Valley lets you do that. Heck, freaking Harvest Moon on the GameCube yet let you do it. For every negative thing I have to say about that game. You know, that one at least let you walk to water the middle squares. Let's go sleep. Alright. Now it's gonna be raining today. That's good. What's the weather tomorrow look like? Gonna be raining as well. Alright. Free day. What's up with entertainment? Giant killer robot mecha action. I remember this. Good old Tokusatsu giant robot goodness. Mechabolt, Alterer, Autumn Breeze, The Resurrection. Look forward to it. I will look forward to it. Rock and roll. Alright. And someone outside wants to make a lot of noise. Awesome. Okay. Confirm. Now, if I recall, we want to hold on to one of these. Because there's something very... In fact, we might want to hold on to two of them. I might do that. Might hold on to two of these. They have different star values, which is interesting. Oh, I can actually walk in the middle of them. Nice. Okay, that's appreciated. You know, I wasn't even realizing it, and I was doing it. Okay, so... This might lead to an issue with them stacking, though. Can I, in my inventory... Huh, map screen. Cool. Not that button. That button, okay. Can I... Ah, yes, I can just move one. Okay. Good, 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 good. Because we need to save at least two of these for presents. Okay. Yes, that was in fact the screen I wanted. Okay, move one there, move one there. Okay, sell, 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 sell. That'll be 2,000. We'll have almost enough for that rucksack upgrade. But the problem with that, if we go down that route, is that then we won't have money for seeds. And we kind of need seeds, so... Unfortunately, rucksack or no, we're probably going to have to keep trying to get seeds. Now, the nice thing about turnips is they grow real fast. They don't sell for much, but they grow quickly. So, if I did want to ultimately spend it all on rucksack upgrades, which is a very realistic possibility, it wouldn't be too painful. Or not. Oh, no, I was thinking maybe of Harvest Moon 64, where you have to give her a homegrown thing and then she likes you. Scots. He doesn't look quite as scruffy as I remember him looking. It looks like Nature Girl isn't here today. That's okay, I guess. Alright, so... we could try fishing. Or we could try clearing out our thing. All I know is I need a brush, and we might want to get rid of this bamboo shoot, because that's an option too. Not quite Harvest Moon. Story of Seasons. The remake of Harvest Moon, but we legally can't call it Harvest Moon because reasons. Okay, I need that brush. You better be open this time. Oh, it's an event. They've changed her name 3 times and it's always been the exact same name. I will never understand it. Also, Gray has a thing for her, if I recall. You cut yourself. Oh, that means this game has to go up in age rating because blood. Goodbye! Now just let me get my brush, damn it. I want to take care of my horse. Buy tools. I don't want to upgrade my tools. I want to buy a tool. Alright. How much do I... Oh, God, that's all my money. Well, the rucksack's out. And you know, had I waited till tomorrow, I could have used all that money on seeds at the very least. Crap. Alright, well. Back to clearing out the fields, I guess. Now, it looks like we got more rocks than we have stumps. The problem is, it's going to require more hammer upgrades to take care of all this stuff. So it would probably be better if we're going to move past weeding to just work on the wood with an axe. I think that will be our plan moving forward for cleaning this place up. I'm just going to sell all this stuff. I do appreciate that I can do that. That's an option. It's not necessarily a good idea because we need as much experience for ultimately building up our stuff so that we can clear our field, but still, it's good that's an option. Once I get this done, I'll probably try tilling all the fields, or at least as much of it as I can, without having to upgrade my crap. Bag is full. Gotta go back to this thing, where I deposit all my stuff. It might also be a garbage for all intents and purposes. Get rid of that. I'll hold on to that as a gift. Reminds me, I'm going to go get rid of fishing rod, take a brush. And we're going to go take care of our horse. Should be in here. Don't run away, I need to brush you. There we go. Okay, back to weeding. Because there's a lot of them. Yeah. Is this actually a different type of stump? Okay, that's a level... Oh, crap. The stumps are now like the boulders. See, before this, stumps just meant it required a level 2 axe. And then after that, upgrading your axe just made it easier to cut them. Now you actually need it. I don't know if I like that so much. It means I can't take care of all this as quick as I would like, certainly. But at least we're slowly taking care of it. That said, there are some things about this that's... I think are inherent issues. Like, you can till your fields, and then once you do that, there's very little reason to ever upgrade your tilling implement, because you've already done it. And I think you only have to do that, like, one point during the year, because stuff stops popping up on tilled soil, if I recall. I think. Again, it has been a while since I played the GBA version. And I might be confusing it with the crappy DS game. But not the super crappy DS game. Hey, we actually have grass we can feed stuff. I should actually get my sickle out. That's actually useful. That means you could theoretically and viably get a cow really early on. That's really good. I'm gonna go do that. That sounds like a plan. It looks like we've dealt with most of the weeds. Okay, so I'm gonna swap that with this, just so we can get a start on that. Drop all this in here just to save us some grief. Yeah, that was a problem I had with Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town, certainly was. A lot of upgrades to your equipment didn't necessarily matter all that much, because very quickly they kind of became redundant and pointless. Fortunately, we can throw this in the fodder silo, and we'll be good to go. It's weird that doesn't just automatically put it in your pocket. You have to be close to where it drops, which is a little fiddly. Still, I'm gonna pick this up and pick this up. This up goes two into my pockets. Gonna take care of that and this. And I think we have taken now effective care of all the weeds. Good. That means our next step will be axing everything. Call it a night. Sounds good. Okay. So we're pretty far away from actually being able to ultimately take care of getting that rucksack because we need to buy more seeds. But let's keep going. Oh, nope. At least in this game it... Oh, hey, money. I'll take that. Weeds do pop up on tilled soil. That's worth knowing. That'll be useful knowledge moving forward. Now, if I recall, the supermarket doesn't open till 10, so we can actually go and grab our... Place that with an axe and start working on this, just to help clear this place out a little. Going to start chopping some wood, creating logs. Now, at least in the original, there used to be a wood pile you could just store this stuff on, but that doesn't seem to be here anymore. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was like right next to the silo for this stuff. That's the wrong... That's what I'm looking for. Plop that in there. Plop that in there. Chopping. Let's not run out of stamina. That's something I'm going to have to worry about, is stamina conservation, especially in the rain. Because stamina does not like to hang around in the rain too much. And you can get sick on top of that, which sucks. Because it also builds up a fatigue meter, which you don't see, but I think is indicated by the smiley face. Okay, time to go see if Blacksmith Saibara is open. We're not going there, we're going to the supermarket. That's right, I got my brush yesterday. Brushing is good. Okay. Supermarket should be on the verge of opening. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Karen's not here right now. That's okay, though. Go to empty spot in my pockets. I'd like to buy turnip seeds. I mean, I can definitely make this many. The question is, will I be able to actually, effectively plant 20 of them with my current level of stamina? I'm not sure. I guess we're gonna find out. Now, 20 of those is a lot of packets of seeds, because each one of those is 9. Also, I'm betting that after planting these seeds, even though these are already watered, we're going to have to water them again. Nope. Looks like it remains watered. That's appreciated. Okay. Let's let's get started. Actually, the fact that I can walk through them means I could just plant these even closer together. I guess I won't. And I don't know what I'm doing over here. Clearly, I'm the master of harvesting. Yep, I'm getting sick. I don't think I'll be able to plant a set of 3 more of these, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, I'm getting really sick, and that's not good. Oh, no. Alright. Level up. Or, you know, I have the means to now level up. Kind of. Now, I think if I go to the wonderful, thunderful hot springs, I can heal up my fatigue a little bit, so we might try that. Although it might be stamina that does. I never utilized the hot springs all that much. Now, it looks like it's just stamina, which is not good. Oh, no, that actually helped up my fatigue quite a fair bit. Cool. Cool, I'm not sick anymore. I'm just going to sit here for a little while. This does, of course, actually take up real time, though, so balancing it's kind of a pain. If I recall in the original, the moment that you hopped in and or out of a hot spring, you basically got the full effect. It wasn't a matter of just sitting and waiting. But I might be misremembering that. Still, this will actually let us plant a few more. Okay, I'm thinking we'll make one more proper set of these last 2, and then I think that'll be all the seeds we'll use for the moment. However, we do have to consider that we're going to have to use more seeds later, so it's not all that big a loss that we're not using all the seeds right now. Aside from the fact that, of course, it does put us further away from our rucksack usage. It's fine. It's fine. There. Good enough. I don't think I actually have anything in the shipping bin, but you can have these, I guess. Have fun. Okay. I need to talk to my... I almost called him a cow. I need to get my brush as well, though. Okay, so let's get a brush. Get rid of these. Get this. And then I think worrying about our axe leveling up will be our next big mission. And boom, you're a big happy pony. And it's important to make your horse happy, because if you make your horse happy, you get to do a lot better in certain events down the line. Call it a night. Almost dropped my controller. Let's see how much we made. Not much, but that's okay. Got our onigiri. Dear Princess, Part 1. It's a princess story. I think this might have been the girls' game, but I'm not 100%. I don't remember this one. Oh wait, yeah, maybe I do, and it turns out that the Dark Lord is actually a good guy. Yeah, I remember this. Okay. Okay, what's the weather look like? It's gonna be nice tomorrow. Okay. So that means we're gonna have to water a whole bunch of stuff. So step 1. Talk to our horse, so we don't forget. And maybe clean him up a little. Step 2. Water the crap out of stuff. This game definitely has the spirit of the game it's trying to be a remake of. That's appreciated. I still haven't seen too much new stuff, though. Like, I know they touted new features and stuff. And I haven't seen a ton of that. I've seen 2 new characters. I've seen some new character designs that I'm 50-50 on, but, you know. So far it seems good. I'm still not sure I would have gone with 3D character models, though. It does make it look a little cheap. Not as cheap as, say, what Harvest Moon is actually doing nowadays, which mostly looks like bad phone games, but I might have stuck with sprite style myself. But I also do have a preference for sprites in a lot of cases. I've also not seen the record player, which is a feature I wanted to see in this game yet, and that's unfortunate. I hope it is in here, though. Gonna keep watering all this stuff. Gonna make awesome turnips grow. And then we'll make pickled turnips. And I think you can actually sell those for more. If I recall. Okay, I do appreciate that filling your water is not going to drain your stamina. That's good. I don't know if I have enough stamina to do all this. That could be a problem. I'm gonna get real tired real quick. I'll have to go to the... That's a shame. I mean, to be fair, you shouldn't play Modern Harvest Moon. Modern Harvest Moon is bad. But, you know, play Stardew Valley or play the older Harvest Moons. Those games are good. You absolutely should, Sykes. They're good. Ooh! Harvest Moon DS, yeah. Yeah, I made that mistake myself. That's, That is a horrible buggy mess that makes me sad 8 ways from Sunday. I think Harvest Moon DS was part of the reason why they decided to make their own sort of Harvest Moon to distance themselves from what Harvest Moon was becoming. Which is because they had no quality control anymore. Fun story about Harvest Moon DS. When I first got the game, I ran into an amazing bug, and it's a terribly buggy game, but I ran into this amazing bug called the Ghost Town bug. And that was one where all the doors were locked. Like, the game assumed it was in a state for special events, so all the doors were locked, and no people would spawn. And the game was just locked in that state permanently, and I could not for the life of me figure out what was going on. I think you like Harris. Interesting. Who is now a police officer who I swear was a postman. But alright. There he is, with his stupid mustache. I've never played Skytree Village. I think the last Harvest Moon I played was Island of Happiness on the DS, and that game was entirely touchscreen driven, and that just made me angry. I really, really, really want to try and get a copy of Animal Parade, though. You tripped. What a klutz. I don't know how anyone could like this guy. Huh, Jennifer? She's definitely sort of an earthy, hippie kind of lady. I don't think I've ever seen a character quite like this in Harvest Moon. It's kind of interesting. Oh no, their relationship has moved up one heart level and I haven't built up any heart level with her. Poop! Yeah, I always married Karen. Myself. But, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling Jennifer a little bit. She looks like how Karen used to look. And she's kind of got a different personality, which I find interesting. I'm not sure I care much for her new design. But we've got a new character that actually is a completely different character type than this series has ever had, which I think is kind of interesting. Oh no, I raised their heart level. Crap. That was not my intention. I just wanted to get some more flowers and stuff so that I could sell them. I made some bamboo shoots. Now, I will say, one change I don't like about this game is when you have to go to a place to get a heart event, time still ticks by. That did not happen in original Friends of Mineral Town. Time stopped then. And it was good it did. Okay, that should be good enough. You know, marriage in Harvest Moon is always sort of like my first thing I kind of latch onto. Too. It's sort of like my first favorite thing to do. Tent! There's nothing in here. There's not even a diary that says he is 1 star. Or whatever. Like there was in the original. But I think it's kind of interesting that everyone can find like one character in Harvest Moon they always just sort of latch onto as being sort of their favorite. I think that's really cool. But that leads me to more hate about Harvest Moon DS, where the girl I wanted to marry was, in fact, bugged, and I couldn't. And I didn't learn about that until 5 years into wooing her because she required a bunch of extra crap. And then my second choice would have ended the game, because the Mineral Town girls were off limits in that game, which I think was stupid. Yeah, general store's gonna be closed. Might as well get an axe and start chopping. Okay, let's plop this away. Grab me axe. Chop. 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 I've been wanting to play the other Story of Seasons games, but I haven't been able to find them. Like, they are just really, really hard to find games. All the more power to you, buddy. Go collect them. And then pay me for it. And then acknowledge how much you need me. Or you would not have anything to collect if it wasn't for my labors. Okay, we are really pushing stamina. I do like that they actually quantify it, though. I'm not sure we need both a number and a visual indicator, but, you know. Yeah, I always went for Karen myself. But I also started with Harvest Moon 64, where she was the daughter of the vineyard owner. And that was particularly weird because Harvest Moon 64 had like a weird darkness to their relationship because I think they kind of implied that her parents were abusive. And I think they also kind of had like an implied slave as well. It was really weird. I'm kind of glad they went with the Back to Nature stuff when they went with Harvest Moon Mineral Town. They said one needs to be remade. Let's go with the more lighthearted one that had less weird darkness to it. Alright. Gonna just deal with all these plants. Make all the money ever. Buy that rucksack. Have a grand old time. Like I said, I think I've spent literally thousands upon thousands of hours with the original Friends of Mineral Town. I got the 100-year anniversary cottage. Unfortunately, my copy was a knockoff copy from China, and I didn't realize that. And the battery died just as I got the 100-year anniversary cottage. So that was sad. I'm not an overly emotional person, I won't lie. I did cry at that point. That was really sad. This is good. You know, this month, there's been a couple of games that are going to be coming out that I think are going to make me happy, and this is definitely one of them. Deadly Premonition 2, that's a pretty fun one, if you can get past its unbelievably bad frame rate. But, and after this, there's the new Paper Mario, which I'm hesitant about, but it looks interesting. And then there's that Ghost of Tsushima thing, which I don't actually know too much about, but I've heard it's been compared to an Akira Kurosawa film, and I like those films a lot. I'm a huge fan of the Samurai trilogy, so I'm excited about that. Which one on the GameCube? There was 2. Well, technically 3, I guess, technically. Because there's a girl version of one of them. I don't know. I bought one of the GameCube ones just so that I could connect it to Friends of Mineral Town for more unlockables. But I didn't care for that game too much. But that's me being opinionated. But it's also kind of my job to be opinionated, so, yeah. Hey, more bamboo shoots for Karen. I wanted to give you a bamboo shoot. I wonder if I'm going to give you all 3. Nope, just 1. Alright, cool. Works for me. Wish I could find more flowers. Alright. Hey, we got more of these. We should give these to the Harvest Sprites. That'll make them happy. Maybe that's where we'll go next. Huh. Okay. Still not sure what this area is for yet. This is completely new. Okay. So we want to go talk to Moogie! Oh, right. I want gift wrap. Anyway, give it to Karen because supporting her store makes her happy. And it's her favorite thing, so that's going to make her extra super happy. I have a lot of problems with A Wonderful Life myself. I do not like how that game is structured. Also, I'm just bitter that the girl I wanted to marry in that game was not available at all. That made me sad. But I do not like A Wonderful Life. I own A Wonderful Life just to connect to Mineral Town so that I could get the records for music from other Harvest Moon games. Water this, water this. Water this, water this. Water this, water this. I know I'm tired. And if I want to go and chop wood, I'm gonna have to sleep or something. Oh, right, I got this stuff. So, well, I should probably do something about it. Also, if I recall, honey, and this will shock you, is ridiculously energizing. So how do I do a thing with it? I don't want to write in my journal yet. Or maybe it didn't help me get a lot of energy back? That sucks. Well, can't do much about that. Guess I'll go sit in the hot spring for another hour or 2. Magical Melody was a weird game. That was the game that really started the trend of Harvest Moons mostly just being about collecting random crap. Which I think is what ultimately inspired Stardew Valley to be what it is. You should play Stardew Valley, it's good. I actually haven't played it in a while either. I got fed up trying to catch the last legendary fish. But Magical Melody, I had a lot of fun with. I've got fond memories with that game, even though I got a lot of issues with it, because I bought that as a gift for myself as to getting my learner's license back in the day. Well, the thing is, I've caught all the legends except, like, the big legend kingfish that lives in the log in the lake. And I've got perfect conditions for it, and I'm just save scumming the day until I actually catch it. Okay, let's chop wood. Chop. 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 Although I think they've probably added a whole bunch to Stardew Valley since I last played too, which is good. But I've got some issues with that. I've sunk hundreds of hours into Stardew Valley, but I feel like a lot of things, and I said this in my video about cattails. Go watch my cattails video if you haven't, but you know, there's a lot of things in Stardew Valley that feel like they're not really justified in being there. Like, combat in that game makes no sense to me. Like, why would you ever bother with combat in that? Like, you can go into the mine and fight things to get minerals, and you get better equipment that you then do nothing with because that's all you do with it. You know, you get to the bottom of the mine, congratulations. It no longer has any value to you. I don't know. I feel like it's a great game, but it needs to work on a lot of stuff. And it needs to add a lot of depth to what it does. Oh, hey, I actually have a toolbox out here. That's useful. Get rid of this. Man, I can't wait till I get a bigger rucksack. Scratch, 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 Mr. Pony. Okay. Now I want to get rid of that, and I'm going to equip that because we don't have any use for an axe anymore. At least immediately. I gotta level it up a bit. Well, that's exciting. I hope they do update it because, you know, I think they do need to add a lot more stuff. I know they added multiplayer. I stopped playing before they added multiplayer, though, so I don't know much about it. Also, I don't play with people, so that doesn't do much for me, personally. I'm sure people are enjoying that, and all the more power to them. I hope they do. Water this, water this, water this, water this, water this. I've been playing this for almost 2 hours. Do not regret it, because this is good. Water, water, water. This is definitely the best Harvest Moon remade. I'm not sure I care necessarily about the visual choices they've done for changing things. I haven't seen too much new stuff. And I don't think I've seen too much content from the girl version, which had extra stuff. But so far, I'm having some fun with this. I think this is definitely one to look out for. And it's less expensive than a standard Switch release from what I remember. I think it's like $20 less or something like that. I spent $60 on this, whereas they're normally like $80. Because the value of my dollar is non-existent. Water this. Oh, I'm getting tired. I should probably go hang out at the hot springs for a little bit. It's Tuesday anyway. Probably not going to see much of Karen. Uh-oh, my bag is full. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of these logs. I still don't know why there isn't like a log pile. But whatever. Whoopsie. Nope, I want to keep that. I might keep that honey too. That might be a good gift for Jennifer. Alright, let's go to the mountains. Hang out in the hot springs for a while. Now if it's Tuesday, I think Karen's actually hanging out around here. Because she does like to hang out in the mountains during her time off, if I recall. Assuming her schedule hasn't changed, of course. Alright. I don't know how much energy we're going to need. That's a problem. I guess we'll wait till 100 and we'll call it there and get out. Good enough. Is there anyone here? Doesn't look like it. I think there is, and it's only in winter, but there's a power nut behind the cave as well. Spoilers. I'm really surprised that it's how hard it is to find stuff to... Oh, I can pick these up. Well, that makes it easier. I was gonna say, you know, I'm finding it really hard to, you know, find flowers to gather, and yet here they all are. I'm going to do a first impressions video when it comes out. But my thoughts on Paper Mario the Origami King are, I haven't played Paper Mario since Thousand Year Door, and it's ridiculously expensive, and I'll probably never be able to afford it, but I don't think there's been a Paper Mario that's actually been Paper Mario since, and I don't think you should expect any different with Origami King. It looks like it's getting a little bit closer to what Paper Mario probably should be, but I don't think it's actual Paper Mario yet. And if you want an actual really good Paper Mario game, if I may for just a minute, break the illusion, just get Bug Fables. I'm reviewing it this week, but it's an actual good Paper Mario game. And that's what I think of Paper Mario Origami King right now. It's just, get Bug Fables, it'll be a better Paper Mario, I'm sure. But we'll see. Cliff! Cliff is handsome. Want to change character models, Cliff? I really like Cliff's character model. I've always kind of wanted it. With his awesome pointy hair. We never did talk, Carter. Also, Carter used to wear black like actual priest robes. Now he doesn't, and I find that weird. Karen! Hold on. Wait. Nope. Here. Yes, I'm giving you your favorite thing, which are bamboo shoots. Awesome. Awesome. I don't know where the other... Oh, she goes to the inn is what she said, I think. So maybe we'll go check the inn and see if she's there, and then we'll go try chopping up some rocks with this mighty chopping implement known as a hammer and not an axe, because I'm a dummy. If she hangs out here, then that would lead me to believe that here she would be. I still don't understand why we don't have a... There you are, Cliff, but you're not who I was looking for. I'm still not sure why I have yet to see a dog, nor do I understand why you don't start with a dog. Alright, nothing here. Maybe she's at the beach. Again, we got a whole other area here that I'm not sure what this is for. If I recall, that was just a fenced-off area originally, so I'm not sure if they're actually going to do something with it or not, but it'd be cool if they did. Nope, looks like I've lost Jennifer. That's okay. I got flowers. I can give it to her later. Later for flowers. We got a few hours. Let's start chopping some stone with our magical chopping hammer. And I think we might do one more day and then call it, because it'll be 2 hours. And I gotta get back to editing before I do some Animal Crossing. And I gotta run out real quick. And I forgot to water some stuff. Whoopsie. Gotta make sure all this stuff gets watered. If it doesn't grow and we don't get paid. Uh-oh. I ain't got water. Let's gather this stuff up. There's our Wonder Horse. I hope it rains tomorrow. I'd like to start smacking things with my hammer. Yes, bedtime. Entertainment. Oh, poop. You know what? We missed a free recipe. Crap. Because they have the same name, that's not confusing at all. Also, you're just repeating. So, thanks. We got a repeat episode. I don't know why that is. They normally do these sequentially, from what I remember. Oh well. Yes. Don't fall on your face. It's not fun. I'm going to buy myself the ultimate rucksack with this, except that there's going to be one that's better, and I know that fact. But that's what these turnips are going to all lead up to. Awesome rucksack upgrades. Uh-oh. Bag is full. Sell, sell. Yeah, I kind of want to give these to the Harvest Sprites, but we'll sell them. I never really bothered with Harvest Sprites myself. If I recall, and I think it was a bug, but you could give them buckwheat flour, which is something that a lot of people hated. And it was like their favorite thing for some reason. I don't know if they fixed that or not, but it would be nice if they didn't, because it would make making friends with Harvest Sprites real easy. Alright. I will say one thing I don't like about Harvest Moon is when it's raining, there's basically no music. And I get that that's ambient and stuff, but if you're recording stuff, it makes it really bloody boring. I'm running out of space. Again. Time to sell off all these turnips. As we'll sell off the honey too. We're gonna make so much money off this. And maybe, just maybe, we can start buying ourselves some freaking pineapple seeds. Have a giant pineapple plantation. Because seriously, pineapple farms are ridiculous. Okay, grab this, grab this. Sell, sell, sell. Grab this, grab this, grab this, and sell, sell, sell. Okay, now, we need to replace them with more turnips. Unfortunately, we don't need our excavator for the moment. It's time to start seeding everything. And that's going to give us a lot of time off. Okay. So that's done. Now we're going to try and give some gifts away, I think is the plan. Problem is, I still don't know these characters' schedules, which is a bit of an issue. Hey, more flowers. And more of these. I'll take that. And I'll take this. This. Are you in your tent? It is raining. You're not here. No one's ever in her tent. This tent is useless. Oh, there you are. Let's talk. I brought you flour. Yay. I made her happy. Let's talk more. Just wanted to talk. Alright. There we go. Talking points complete. Bamboo points acquired. Okay. So we got some bamboo that we can give to someone later. I've befriended everyone in Stardew Valley. Everyone likes me in that game. It's really easy to be well loved in that game. Because people like stuff real easy in that game. It's easy to make everyone happy just by giving people stuff. It's a little harder in Harvest Moon. Because everyone has stuff that they just sort of don't like. Whereas in Stardew Valley, 2 or 3 things, like different things, and you can make everybody happy just because the pool of things people love are so widely shared. And I do love that, actually. That's great. I would like this wrap, please. I mean, that's part of the reason why in Stardew Valley I tend to befriend Leah really quickly, is you can just give her anything and she's happy with you. And you know, you gotta appreciate the lack of difficulty it is with making friends in that game. No, if I recall, you can just give them basically anything, and I typically just grow stuff like en masse, and it's like, oh hey, every season, you know, you can basically make best friends with a quarter of the people in the game. Awesome. I don't remember what specifically, but you know, the pool of things that people love is so widely shared that you can just. What are these rock cubes for? Rocks didn't give you cubes before. Rocks just disappeared when you smashed them before. What does changing the shape of the rock actually accomplish here? I think we have found a mystery. I'm not sure if it's one worth solving, but we did ultimately find ourselves a mystery. Jinkies. Am I stoked? Alright. I can't wait till I get a bigger rucksack. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm getting a bigger backpack, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with it, because I'll have all these rocks and stuff removed, but at least I'll have a bigger backpack and I can carry more stuff. Okay, I want to get rid of that, and I'll get rid of those. And I do believe we'll finish clearing out all the rocks tonight, because there aren't many left from the looks of it. Then it's just a matter of upgrading this crap. Now this leads me to a sad Harvest Moon story. See, I was playing Harvest Moon 64, and I was actually pretty much playing a perfect file. Like, for me, perfect file means that I managed to unlock the fairy dance, because I've never been able to do it. And everyone was literally, like, max score by, like, autumn of the first year. And I was so sad because I still had to level up my tools. So I was leveling up my tools every night. And it was the time for, what was it, the building the hot springs. And that's a week-long event you have to attend. And I did that. And the last day, very last day, I got sick, and I didn't get the reward for it. And then my entire save was dead. And I was sad about that. Because I'd never done that, you know, well in terms of completionism in that game before. I got the fairy dance. That's the hardest freaking event to ever acquire. I'm fine. You're fine. Eh. 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 We're gonna get rid of all these rocks, then you can faint and get sick or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. And for now, we have finished clearing out this place. Call it a night. Let's see how much we make. 5,000. We can buy ourselves our backpack upgrade. Again, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it, seeing as I've pretty much done everything I need to do, but, you know. Hooray for backpack upgrades. I'll take that. Okay, well, we don't need those immediately. We do need that, though. I could probably trade that for that. Okay. Time to water all the things. Oh, time to brush my horse. That's step 1. Alright. Hey! I think we've almost maxed out my watering can by day 12. Unfortunately, I still haven't upgraded it. And if I recall, this isn't the type of game, or at least the original wasn't the type of game where you could go from upgrade level 0 with the materials to take to upgrade level 3 if you had that unlocked. You had to go sequentially, which was a pain in the ass. Still, it's nice to know that when this all sprouts, we'll probably end up having something like 5,000 more. I cannot wait to get my backpack upgrade. I'm curious what the carpenter can actually do in this game, honestly. I mean, we can upgrade houses, sure, but can we add a wood pile? Because I need one of those. I don't like storing all my lumber in a shelf. Maybe that's weird, but Yeah, I prefer not to leave all my crap in a shelf if I don't have to. A lot of this. Alright, let's go buy my thing. Do-la-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I can't even hear the music, but I know the song so freaking well. Karen, wait, I'm now rich. I can give you more wrapped things because I can afford it. Also, I'm buying this bag. Now, I can buy another bag from you, I'm sure. If I recall, the bag actually sat on a little table next to the place. Also, Karen's not here, so we can't give her her thing. Alas. Rick. This guy. This frickin' guy. My ire for him is never ending. But, on the bright side... Oh, hey, that's the button. We now have a second set of 4 things we can hold. So hooray! More things I can hold at once. You know, one thing I really liked about Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town was it was a game that actually added shortcuts to your inventory. It meant that, you know, getting stuff and putting it in your pocket was actually really easy. And I appreciated that because, you know, Harvest Moon 64, I love that game with a passion, but you know what you can't do is use shortcuts in that game. Which means you have to wait for a loading menu every time you have to open and close. And that's for putting things in your pockets. So if you're foraging in the mountains and you see like 10 things, you're going to be wasting at least half a minute just waiting between loading screens just to put stuff in your pockets. That was not good. Friends of Mineral Town changed that. It meant that you could actually, you know, relatively quickly and painlessly put stuff in your pockets. Store, store, store. Don't brush your horse with an axe. That's a bad idea in Harvest Moon. That makes them really sad. And at least in some Harvest Moons, that means you get your horse taken away by the authorities for abusing animals. Pan Paka Pan! Yes. She's kind of rude to you, but you raise her affection by doing this. In fact, I think you can't marry the Harvest Goddess until you max out your pedometer, which would take actual, like, years of in-game running around, unless you stop time to do it. I've never bothered marrying the Harvest Goddess for that reason. Well, that, and I've never seen the reason to, because I could always marry Karen. But, yeah, if you want to marry the Harvest Goddess, you gotta keep the pedometer on you, so you might as well start as early as you possibly freaking can. I kind of don't like that you can't walk around the hot springs. I remember being able to do that, but that might have been the DS version that let you do that. I don't know where Jennifer is, and I was gonna give her a thing. Oh well. Guess I'll give her a thing tomorrow. This seems like a relatively fairly well-made remake of Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town, and that's what we wanted. So good. I'm not sure I 100% am on board with the visuals. Still, I think I would have preferred, as I've said, a sprite-driven design. And I'm not sure I care much for the character redesigns, but... you know, this is more Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town, and that's pretty much what I wanted, so yay. And it does seem like there are a few different things, like the different types of cows. Now there's a fruit cow, and a strawberry cow, and a chocolate cow. Presumably gives you chocolate milk. The alpacas look goofy, and they're a neat new addition. You know, I I think if you liked Harvest Moon, or you haven't played Harvest Moon, this is one to get. Just gonna start digging out all the stuff, because why not? I mean, upgrading the digging implement outside of working on your farm is pointless. Because, yes, you do need it for the mine, but upgrading it does nothing for the mine. Because you will always only mine one square, and if you do power up your thing, all it will do is take more health. But I remember this game also having, like, crazy numbers of power-ups. Like, there was the standard 4. There's a mole. Which I think you can smack with a hammer. And you get bonus points or something. Because animal cruelty. But I remember there was like the cursed stuff, the god stuff, the mithril stuff, which you could only get after upgrading the god stuff. And you could only find the cursed stuff in the winter mine, which required you to fully upgrade all your stuff already. Which means it'll probably be until year 2 that I get that. I don't know if I'm going to continue streaming this. I mean, if anyone wants me to, I could. I'm certainly going to play a lot more of this, though. Because Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town is a very special, very personal game to me, and I'm having fun with this. So who knows, maybe I'll stream this as well as Animal Crossing. And I have been meaning to get back into good old Mario Maker at some point. So I got some stuff on the table. But that has been almost 2 weeks of Harvest Moon... I'm sorry. Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. I even have the reversible cover on my Switch case that is the exact Harvest Moon one they used for the Game Boy Advance. I do appreciate that. I'm never going to get the name of this thing right. It's going to take some effort. But that has been what this is. It's a faithful remake to one of the best GBA games ever conceived. One of the best Harvest Moon games ever made. Some might say the best. I certainly might. And I'm pretty happy with it. I'm excited to see what more they've changed, but so far it's fairly faithful. Minus some character changes that I don't care so much for, and I would love to still see the record player that lets us play Harvest Moon 64's opening theme over on loop, because that was my favorite track in that game, but what can you do? Overall, I think it's a decent enough remake, and seeing as it's ultimately probably less expensive than an actual copy of Friends of Mineral Town at this point, you know, it's not bad. It's cheaper than a standard Switch game, as it is a remake, and you know what? I think it's pretty competent. I'm having fun with it. And you also get to wear an awesome pink Harvest Sprites costume, which is, honestly, why are you not doing this right now? You should do this. But it is more competent Harvest Moon than Harvest Moon has been in a while, and that's because it's Story of Seasons. The actual Harvest Moon now. So there is that as well. But I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, follow the stream to know when we go live, because we stream every day, mostly Animal Crossing, but again, if people want, I'd be more than willing to play more of this on stream. I'm having fun with it. Sometimes Mario Maker, sometimes other first impression stuff. I'm planning on doing Origami King and Ghost of Tsushima when they come out, which is at the end of the week. So, assuming Amazon delivers my copies on time anyway. So look forward to that. I'll be doing Animal Crossing in a couple hours. I gotta go to the store and grab some dinner first, but look forward to that. I'll be back. And until then, you can check out my YouTube channel, subscribe there, and see everything else I do, where I've got reviews on other actual Harvest Moon games, well before they jumped the shark and just started making crap, as my head clips into my headboard, because that's, he's testing the stability of it with his face. He's doing a great job of it. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so that I can continue to do what I do to the best of my ability, which in this case is explore a remake to a very dear game in my heart. And it's a relatively well-made remake, as far as I can see. And I would recommend you check it out if this looks fun, because it is a lot of fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time, which will be in effectively like an hour or two. But until then, peace out, Internet.